Consider. To consider means to think carefully about something before you make the decision or make a decision. Consideration is the topic today, guys. Clean Impact Team, welcome. Consideration is a big part of teamwork. Now, I know it doesn't, apply the same as when you're working alone as to when you're working like with two or three people, or you work with at a place that gets switched on and off. So you might work Monday, and then somebody might work Tuesday and Wednesday, and then you work Thursday and Friday, something like that. You might be in a situation like that. So consideration comes in when things are in a certain place or in a certain fashion, organized a certain way, and you got another person who comes and works and they don't put things back where they found them. Consideration plays a part when you're thinking before you are about to put this back, where this goes, because I want the next person to come in and be able to find it easily, because they know that this is supposed to be in this spot right here. They don't know if it's supposed to be back off or ducked off in a corner. They're not thinking about that. All they know is that what they're looking for is supposed to be right here, and it's not there. That's a part of consideration that we need to think about when it comes to playing impact and teamwork and all that, because some people they don't value that. They don't like that. It might rub them the wrong way, even though that you're not trying to rub anyone the wrong way. They might think that, oh, this person doesn't care about what I care about, or doesn't think about me or others, because they just come in here and they throw anything anyway and expect for me to just find it on my own, all willy-nilly. Today, I was thinking to myself, I was about to open a fresh box of gloves. But then I stopped and I was like, man, nah, I'm not gonna open this box. There's probably another box of gloves on the cart that is open, that's the size that I'm looking for. And lo and behold, it was. That's consideration. Be considerate, because you don't want to open this box and then you got 1,000 boxes of the same size that are open. One is full, one is halfway full, one is almost empty, one only has one glove in it. Like that happens from people not being considerate. If you're not considerate, then that it kind of messes up the flow of things. One person can mess up the flow of things by being inconsiderate. It's easy. You've been taught this all your life, I'm pretty sure, to think before you speak. Think before you make a decision. Think before you act. In all reality, thinking about it, it helps. But you should be at a stage where, you don't even have to think about it. This is a second nature type of thing, to where you are just a considerate person. You're a team player. That plays a big part. If you're a team player all around, then consideration is already in your arsenal. You should already be doing that. So you really want to push yourself to get to that point, to where you're just being considerate of others and putting things how they should be. Making mop water for your teammate because you both got a mop, or whatever task that this person does on a daily or nightly requires them to mop. And when you get there, you're like, all right, I'll make the mop water for us. You do this and that, just like little stuff. It goes a long way when it comes to being a team player and, being there for your team. Be there for your team, man. Be there for your team. Because I'm telling you guys, one person could really mess up the show. And if it takes you going to tell this teammate, hey, man, I got you, as long as you got me, I got you. We gonna knock this out and we gonna get it all done. You're like, hey, my name is Mike, I know that this might seem like a lot, or you might be overwhelmed because we never met, but I'm here to do the same thing you do. Get this done and get gone, and make the customer happy. That's all you guys gotta do, man. It's simple. You put your pride to the side. Be open. Be open. That's all I got for today. Be remarkable, humble always, and have a good weekend.